Okay, good evening. What we're doing this evening is giving this a second coat. I know I showed you putting on the etch primer, and as you can see, the first coat you put on leaves it. Well, I didn't really think you would like to sit and watch me just putting a coat on like that. The first coat always goes like that. There's no real other way of doing it. I think if you had the spray version of the paint, you'd probably get a more even coat, and of course it's going on thinner, dry quicker. I've always been more of a brush person, so anyway, we're going to go ahead now with the second coat on this loco and see how that goes. I've kind of matched it a bit with the transfers. We'll have a little bit of a look before I finish. I'm not 100% sure whether it's right or wrong, but it's very hard to judge sometimes. But this is the proper green for the loco according to Phoenix Precision Paints. So there we are. They don't do any other colour for this. So I've got a kind of a thickish brush at the moment, so I'm going to hope to try and get this on a little bit thicker, but good enough. Yeah, it seems to be going a bit better now. So you can see the difference on that piece there that I've just done. So let's give this a go and see what happens. I haven't done the black yet, I'm just doing the green. And see if we can get this loco. It'd be nice to get it finished this week and have a running. So once it's done, I can show you. I've been working on one or two other projects which I plan to do whilst video. One is making a Hornby Dublo free rail railway layout on sectional boards. These sectional boards are available on eBay. So basically I've ordered my first board, which is 1200 by 400, which will be the first board of the layout. When that comes, I will show you what you get for your money and how it all goes together. So we'll be able to see that. So there we are. So that's, as you can see, that's going on there now, and it's not looking too bad. Obviously it's going to take another coat, I reckon, to kind of bring that up a little bit better. So that's kind of one side of the loco done in the grain, and I'll just carry on, get this done as quick as I can, and then we'll kind of put the transfer and see how the colour's going to match up, because you actually put the actual transfer fully on. It's like a panel that's going to go on the tank, at the side of the tank. So I'm not sure at this moment in time as to what it's going to look like, I must admit, but it shows you photos of it done, but it's quite easy to make photos look like you want them to, but I'm doing this live and you can see exactly what's going on, so we'll just see what we can get done and how it comes out. Yes, so I'm with this sectional Hornby Dublo free railway that I want to build on these boards. I want to build it a kind of along the lines, not a roundy type thing, but really on the lines of a preserve type railway, which normally just end to end, a few miles depending on where the railway is. Perhaps sometimes there may be a station in the middle and a station at each end, something like that, and it just runs. The idea is I want to try and build this so that it can be operated by two people to give it a little bit more of an interest. And of course the other thing with building a preserve railway, we can have all different types of locos and things running on there as you would on a preserved railway. So anyway, there's the one side of this. You can see now, I'll move it around in the light and you can see, so it is beginning to darken up. So we'll carry on painting away, and once we've got the enough coats of the green on, I will then put the black for the roof and round the smoke box and everything on the front, and then of course you've got the red for the buffer beams and things like that. So and of course then we can put the transfers on and see what it's going to look like, and from that you can see whether it's a good match or it's not. So it does seem to be coming up better than I thought in the end. The paint, yes, I think maybe 3 coats. If that's the case, I won't bother filming the next coat. I will just do it when this is dry, and then we'll proceed straight on with the transfers, I think, just so that you know, I don't think you really want to see it, but there is a difference between this coat and the first coat of paint you put on, so I think that does make a difference. So we just carry on. I don't know if you can see that now, but you can see that's not looking too bad. I'll just paint the other side. Yeah, so going back to this railway, it's going to be in sections. These sections, they are made of a thin kind of ply that they use the laser cutters to cut. Now the reason why I wanted to look at this or those type of boards is because it's all right having things with MDF, but if you want to make it portable, MDF is lovely and it's very stable, but it's not very light for moving around. So I wanted to have a look at these laser cut boards to see if they will put up with moving about and about fixing the track on and all the other bits. So it'll be a kind of a test. I want a portable layout, one I can set up here where I'm living, and also I can take it off to other places if I want to. So that's what I aim to be doing in the next few weeks. I've ordered the first part of the board. It says to allow up to 3 weeks for that to come, because I think obviously they have to make it and package it and obviously sending it. But mind you, the postal things all seem to be back to normal now, so deliveries are coming in quite quick. So we're not really having to wait like we were before Christmas for things. It's things have got more back to normal than they were, so hope they stay that way. So that the thing is, in this hobby, a lot of the stuff, I'm afraid, has to be mail order, because you know, where is your nearest shop that will stock your paints, materials, and all the things that you want? They're just not there anymore. If you're lucky enough to live in a town that has a model shop of some description, a model railway shop or whatever, then. But myself, we have a motorhome and we go around different places, and I get to know where these shops are, and when we get there, if I can get to them quite easily. So there we are. You can have a look at this now. This is the other side of it. You can see the back, the bunker bit where I haven't done. Yeah, it seems to be coming up quite well. So I'll just do this last little bit on here, and then I'll get the transfers and we'll have a look to see how the colour. This looks a bit darker than the transfers. I don't know, but I should go through with the whole thing, and well, we can mark it out of 10 ourselves when we've got that bit done. So there we are. So that's another side. I think one more coat should make it look quite good. So you can see there quite what it looks like. It's got quite a nice shine on it. Just paint the steps down here. I know you can't see around this side, but you can see the other side. And you have to be careful, because what the brush does with this type of paint, the more you brush it about, it kind of takes the paint off. But Seems to be looking alright now. Yeah, I think it kind of self-levels. A bit like the old-fashioned paint that you used to buy to do your car with. You used to buy stuff called self-leveling paint. It was designed for you to paint cars with. Well, if you had a really nice soft brush and was good at painting, you could get away with it. If not, it looked atrocious. Right, I'm just going to get some brush cleaner for that. And at the same time, I will get these transfers so that we can have a look at how we're proceeding. It just needs a little spot on top of there. So, yeah, okay. Well, we'll have a nice green loco anyway. I'll just pop that in there so that that can won't go hard. I'm a great user of toilet roll actually to clean myself and the brushes with. So this is it. These are the GNR transfers, as you can see there, and the loco itself is that colour. So yeah, there's a bit of a discrepancy at the moment, but I think we'll wait till we got them on and we'll have a look, because one more coat I think will probably lighten the green up a little bit to what it is. So anyway, that's where we are on that one at the moment. I don't know if this coat, I got these on eBay by the way. It doesn't seem to have a name of a company as to what it was, but if you go on the Hornby Dublo and look down where there are various things, these pop up because they do for the 4MT, they do transfer panels for that, so that it's got the lining, on there, and the crest, and everything else. I mean, this is a more modern one. This was the one I converted over, and so you can buy those panels, and of course obviously you can renumber everything as well. And I did treat myself to something at the weekend, which while we're on there I might as well show you. So there we are, Sir Nigel Gresley. But this was, I went up and stayed near the Nene Valley Railway, and there's a guy there, a station called Wansford, in a little hut, who sells railway memorabilia, and he also has some O gauge locos and double O, and he is a bit of a free rail fanatic as well. So look him up, his name's Keith. So if you go up to Wansford on the Nene Valley Railway, look him up. I pay £40 for this loco, and it runs. I think it needs remagnetising, but it's old, but it goes. And I think, I don't know, they're just something about these locos that just makes them look really good. But anyway, so that's it for today, and I'll be back perhaps tomorrow with another coat of paint, and then, or I'll do the coat of paint tomorrow, and then we'll start with the transfers to see how it comes up. Anyway, thank you very much for now. I'll see you soon.